Hey guys, so I've had the idea to record this video for a while, just to have the chance to explain some of the stories / meanings behind my tattoos. I only chose a handful of them to talk about in this video because I have 16 in total and that would take a long time to sit down and talk about. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. The first tattoo I got was at the age of 18 while I was living in Los Angeles, California, going to a school out there, and it's Demi Lovato related. It says "Stay Strong." I have been a huge fan of Demi Lovato since I was 16 years old, and I am still a huge fan of Demi Lovato at 24 years old. If you know anything about Demi, you know she's super honest and super vocal about the struggles that she's been through, and she's definitely used her platform in a positive way to share about mental health with young girls in our generation, and that's very admirable. I still stand by my decision of that being a good first tattoo to get. Another tattoo that I have is a cassette tape, and in one corner it has an A, meaning like side A, and in the other corner it has a 93, and what that really means is April of 1993, that's when I was born. The main way to listen to music was via cassette tape. It's an awesome reminder that no matter how much the platform of how we listen to music has changed, the meaning of music and what music does for me has not changed, and it never will. And I don't know, I just think that's a really cool, weird thing to think about. Something that is so constantly changing in one way will never change in another way. Another tattoo that I have is the word beloved. It's in the handwriting of my best friend from camp. Her name is Sydney. The inspiration behind this tattoo is the song Beloved by Jordan Feliz. You should definitely check it out. I discovered the song probably about a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago now. And when I heard it, I had this epiphany of like, the message behind the song is everything I've been trying so hard to say / come across to Sydney, but I'm not the best with words. I remember I sent the song over to her, and that's pretty much what I said. And I told her to listen closely to the words. It's become our song ever since. My grandma is my best friend in the whole world. Call her every single week, have since I left for college 6 years ago. I've told this story in another video that I filmed with my grandma, but when I told her that I was gonna get a tattoo in her handwriting someday, she was very against the idea. And I went upstairs because we live above her, and I came back down later in the day and she had completely changed her mind. She was like, "Nicole, just make sure it's in my good handwriting, okay?" And so I was like, yes, I can do that. I received a letter from her while I was serving at camp this summer, and within the letter it had the words "I love you," which I thought was interesting because it always says "Love Graham" at the end, but she's written me a lot of letters throughout the year and none of them have said "I love you" within it. Yeah, so I kind of took it as a sign. I have a video of my dad showing my grandma the tattoo on his phone, and I don't even think she realized what exactly he was showing her at the time because she was just so overwhelmed by how many tattoos I have. But when I called her the next day, she was super stoked about it. I got that tattoo because I wanted to have my grandma around with me wherever I went. I got the Take Heart tattoo after my first summer volunteering in Montana. I went to the camp having zero idea what to expect. As much as my friend tried to explain what it would be like, it's just something that can't be explained. You have to experience it yourself. There's just so much unknown. And my friend had just written this song. I was sitting in the cabin with a friend that I had made on staff during staff training, and I had my guitar out and I decided to show her the song. And she was like, "Nicole, this song is amazing. You need to share it with the campers throughout the summer." I started sharing it with the campers in the cabins that I had throughout the summer, and it was very receptive. It's just such a good message about staying encouraged within difficult situations, and that is such a relatable message to share, whether it's with 2nd through 4th graders in your cabin or high schoolers in your cabin. And it's been a really cool experience to continue sharing it. There are kids that come back every summer asking to hear it again, and that's a really cool thing. Yeah. The tattoo says "Take Heart," and then it has mountains over it. And the mountains are to remind me of the experience that I had that summer in Montana. Ironically, my first summer we hiked more than any summer that I have been there. And so we hiked a lot of mountains. And I guess it's a reminder of that also, as much as I don't want to remember that. I want to talk about the peace sign tattoo that I got a couple weeks ago. because I feel like from the outside, it definitely doesn't represent what the actual meaning of it is. The tattoo itself is just a normal peace sign. I thought that was the most Nicole symbol to represent peace. I feel like all I've been searching for in life is for this overwhelming sense of peace with life. And in a recent sermon at a church that I've been going to, the pastor happened to talk about shalom, which is the truth that God's perfect will for us is that we live in perfect peace with Him. But I'm learning that that's not something that is obtained in this lifetime. One of the first questions that the pastor asked was, when was the first time that your shalom was shattered? Because we are all broken, and this world is broken. It will happen, but there's gonna be a lot of brokenness to get there. But then the tattoo is a reminder that the brokenness is worth it, because one day we will experience this overwhelming sense of peace. I truly appreciate it if you made it to the end of this video. I'd be interested to know in the comments if any of the stories I explained behind the tattoos was way off from what you originally thought the tattoo was about. I think that'd be something that'd be cool to know. Yeah, thanks guys.